Hi everyone, it's Adriana again with part 4. So yesterday I shared how I got started in acting professionally at age 16. So one would think that I'd be a lot further than I am. Unfortunately, life doesn't always go as planned, and things slowly started unraveling in my late teens. One of the reasons I didn't finish college was because I couldn't physically do so. I couldn't keep up with classes, a server job, a social life, New York in general. And taking away the pressure of college helped a bit, but it didn't fully solve what was happening with my health. I didn't quite understand why I felt tired all the time. This fatigue was something I was slowly starting to experience during my last year of high school, and it just continued to get worse as time went on. I made appointments with different doctors, and unfortunately, I felt like I was being dismissed when they learned that I had a history of depression and mentioned that fatigue is a symptom. Well, yeah, I know fatigue could be a symptom, is a symptom of depression, but why was I experiencing this fatigue even when I wasn't experiencing a depressive episode? So something just didn't feel right. And I spent years, and I mean years, like 20, 30 plus years, doing my own research and going to different specialists. And I tried integrative medicine, shiatsu massage, acupuncture, sleep specialists, vitamins, changing my diet, trying a variety of medications, and all these other approaches, and trying to figure out what was happening. And there were things that helped temporarily, but then I would just continue to get worse. I lost day jobs at restaurants, hotels, temp work, you name it. And I needed those jobs to make a living while pursuing an acting career. And so it was extremely tough trying to essentially maintain 2 full-time jobs while my health was all over the place. I remember days when I would come home, crash on my bed with my clothes still on, not even have dinner, and not wake up until the next day, and then I had to do it all over again. Eventually, there were periods when my body couldn't even get out of bed, and I became increasingly limited physically, and of course, my mental health suffered because of that. I'd fall into a depressive state, and then I have to pull myself together again, over and over, in a vicious cycle. And each time I would get myself back to doctors, therapists, whatever help I could find, trying to get back to a somewhat normal life. And through all of this, I was still pursuing an acting career when I could. And whenever I did have the energy and opportunity, I was still auditioning, taking acting classes, working with an acting coach, and even getting some wonderful acting jobs in between, while trying to move my career forward. Acting, as I mentioned before, would often be my motivation to get myself feeling better. And so you might be asking, did I finally figure out what I was dealing with? And yes. But I think I need to stop here and share that part of the story, and with why being in the New York Fashion Week competition means so much to me. Until then, thanks for listening. Bye.